And joining me now from London, former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson. Prime Minister Johnson, thanks so much for being here, and congratulations on your new book. Before we get to that, I do want to ask you questions about some breaking news here in the US. There's some new reporting on Bob Woodward's new book, revealing some very, very candid behind-the-scenes conversations between world leaders.
We'll be all right.
CNN is also reporting that in Woodward's book, according to a Trump aide, there have been multiple phone calls between former President Trump and Vladimir Putin, maybe as many as 7 since Trump left the White House in 2021. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I don't know if that's true, and I'm certainly not privy to the contents of those sorts of conversations. What I can tell our viewers is that when I had dealings with President Trump,
the Mayans called it Shivalba.
Over Russia, like when the Russians poisoned people in the UK, it was actually the Trump administration that really, they exceeded expectations. They expelled 60 Russian spies. It was the Trump administration that actually gave Ukrainians lethal weaponry, the Javelin missiles, to use against Putin's troops. So, people take their pick about this. I'd be interested to know what those conversations contain, if indeed they took place.
The people who know Donald Trump best, the people who worked with him in the White House, in the Situation Room, in the Oval Office, all Republicans, by the way, who served in his administration, his former chief of staff.
Don't worry, we're almost there.
His national security advisor, former secretaries of defense, and his vice president have all called him unfit and dangerous. They have said explicitly he has contempt for the Constitution of the United States. They have said he should never again serve as president of the United States. We know that is why Mike Pence is not running with him again, why the job was empty. And then today we learned that John Kelly, a 4-star Marine general, who was his longest-serving chief of staff, gave an interview recently in the last 2 weeks of this election, talking about how dangerous Donald Trump is. And I think one has to think,
Death is a disease. It's like any other. And there's a cure. A cure. And I will find it. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna